I cried a lot because of the uncertainties that were yet to come. I was unsure, like, when am I going to come back? Those questions were going through my mind. But also, it was also a tearful day because I felt this sense of like, guys, it's actually coming to reality. Imagine this thing is happening. So I was in shock. Usually when I'm in shock and I can't handle everything that's going on with the joys and the things, tears just roll over. So that day, immediately after we said goodbye to you guys, I think we were like, okay, so bye, this is the end, guys. It felt like, okay, we are going to another world. It's good to say that it was helpful to have another person whom I was traveling with, and that is Mwangi. We formed connections from an early point, and I'm very, very grateful to him. So that day we traveled overnight, and we only landed in London the next day morning at around 7 a.m. The first thing I saw was a lot of people, a lot of things that are very new to me, of course. What could I expect? A lot of differences, a lot of English that was just flying in the air. Yeah, a lot of confusion. You're like, oh, passport, blah blah blah, stamp, boards, those things. And then the only thing I also realized, if you say you're going to Oxford, there's people just like they make things. They don't question a lot because some people are being held. They're like, oh, you show them the BRP, you're going to Oxford. They're like, okay, enjoy, blah blah blah. So I also felt, okay, this is new. And then quickly realizing this is a new place, you just find the air also smelling different. I don't know, maybe I was used to the smoke in Nairobi and stuff, but there was just a feeling of like newness of place, newness of everything, like a fresh start. It reminded me of my high school experiences. I felt like I'm a mono. You know, a mono, when you just join, everything is fresh. And coming into Oxford, used a bus, got here. That day was very rainy. The first thing that was shocking was how weather can just change within 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 1 second it's hot, the next time it's raining, the next time it's very cold. So those were some of my first experiences that I had that were very much different. And needless to say, I also had I saw people who were very much like smiling, and I'm like, okay, people here are actually very like welcoming and stuff. But then later on I got to realize that, so there's something called like people just smile, but then it's just like I don't know, it's hard to tell. I mean, I was like, I was even waving. I think they know me or something. Apparently it's just like a culture where they like doing that. I don't know for what reason, but yeah, that was very different. The food was different. My stomach was crumbling or like making noises the first few weeks here because I was not able to cook, so I would imagine I was just eating from wherever. My stomach didn't like it at all. But yeah, those are some of the new experiences that I had. I enjoyed talking to people, in as much as there was a language barrier and you talk to this person, they're like, pardon. So each one of us is like, pardon. I'm like, pardon. But then the fact that you're able to speak with someone, I don't know, they come from which country, they come from different circumstances, and you're there, you're interacting. It was so much fulfilling, and people go deeper in conversations. They just don't, well, at least for most people, they just don't want to know, you come from Kenya. They even ask where exactly, point, they open the map, and you're like, here. So I think I like the interactions and the depth of conversations that came with my initial presence here. And of the biggest people, of course, around me was the Rose community, and that also shaped how I got to see the scholarship and also the trust itself. And most of my friends came from that community initially because this is all that you have when you come to Oxford, and you see the enriching stories, a lot of things that you thought you just took for granted, but you see diverse range of people who care so deeply about so many things. You start appreciating their different fields. You come from STEM. I came from STEM alone, but then you now meet people who talk about actual things happening in the society, to the point where you're like, wow, maybe what I'm doing is not impactful, let's say. So this is also to say you feel imposter kind of, because you get to meet people from different places. I felt those kind of things as a normal person would do, and as a part of settling in. Also getting to meet people and supervisors and setting those expectations and getting to understand what exactly does ones mean when they say you are right, I don't know, this kind of like conversations, or like hello, like there's a way we just I would say how are you doing, but people say you doing all right, and it's like yes, yeah, and stuff. So it's everything was just like very different, and getting to know the place, get to being lost around the city. The place is very calm. There's no a lot of color. I was looking for a street that just has color, and I'm like, oh, thank God there's this colorful city, like paintings or like color now. But it was a very, I feel like it was surreal also to be here, because this is a place where you've just seen in the movies or in TV people doing great things from the University of Oxford. So I felt so many things. Each day was quite a unique day for me. I always diarize everything that I've gone through, and every single day has been a new experience. Up until now, very new experience. The only thing that is not changing is maybe the weather, and maybe the buildings. The buildings are still there, but mind keeps changing, and I would say things keep changing, but yeah.